It's Deprogram, the podcast where we try to get you into a band. And this week, we're going around the block. Heyo! It's Bloc Party. And so I feel like this one's been one you've kind of had on the board for a while, Jenny. You put Bloc Party up a while ago, and it's just now coming off the board. But tell me about Bloc Party.
It's funny. I was just saying the other day to my boyfriend Scott that I didn't remember if I signed up for it or if I suggested it, or if I suggested it and then somehow I ended up on the panel for it. Because sometimes I make suggestions and but I love Bloc Party. Don't get me wrong. But it's a band that kind of like, they kind of come and go in my life, through different phases and stuff, but I've been listening to them since probably like their second or third album or something like that. Their newer ones I had actually never listened to. I wasn't even aware that they came out with one last year. So that was a fun surprise. And it was, it's always a good time to get reacquainted with a band for Deprogrammed. But man, like, this was a tough one. They're all tough.
Yeah.
Let me just take it back. They're all tough.
But I mean, they're all tough for different reasons.
Yeah.
And, we'll get into this, but like, there's definitely a bunch of songs that I fucking loved that hit the cutting room floor. So we'll get into the nitty gritty of that here in the next round. But so Adam, your second time here, and it's Bloc Party. You saved Jenny. You got Jenny in here to talk Bloc Party. Why did you want to come talk about Bloc Party?
So their first album in particular was the one that resonated with me, and actually probably their first two. I think the urgency in their sound, and I think they were one of the best bands from that era to come out of England. But like you guys, and like Jenny said, I haven't really heard their latest stuff until now, and I was pleasantly surprised actually how much I really liked a lot of it.
So this is a band for me that I've talked ad nauseum about this era of specifically radio, because I was on-ish radio, I was near radio, and this was very much a 96X band, and this was very much a band that I wanted to, like, you got your Kasabians, your Strokes, like, this was one of those bands that came out around that same time that I was like, nope, don't want it. Well, and I hear it now and I'm like, oh shit, like, what the fuck was wrong with me? Like, I can't believe I completely wrote these guys off. But like,
it happens.
Yeah, way too common for me, unfortunately. But so it was nice. It's nice to like finally give them a chance and finally take the dive and finally, I'm finally past my shit, is I guess the best way to put it. Like, I'm over being Mr. Humph, I'm not going to listen to that band guy. So
was this Metal Justin era?
It was a little after that. It was, I only like alternative, like 90s alternative Justin. Like, I only listen to the Pumpkins and Local H and and Radiohead and like, if it's on the radio,
Mr. Cool Guy.
Yeah, it's funny because part of it is this guy kind of got lumped in as like hipster music, but funnily enough, I was the one that was being a hipster. You know what I was like writing shit off like as hipster music, but like, who the fuck am I? Like, I'm being Mr. fucking hipster over here. So,
you know what? At least you admit it now, and that's what matters.
Yeah.
Moving forward.
Moving forward. So we talked a little bit about this the first go around, Jenny. Like, how? Because I know like the last couple episodes you've done, like you kind of changed the way you do your list. Like, did you have to change it even more for this band?
Kind of, yeah, because I've been taking the fuck yeah approach. Mm-hmm. Like, I listen through and I'm like, sometimes I can even pick songs before I even listen to it. I just like, no, this one has to be there. Fuck yeah, this song. I'm most familiar with the earlier albums, so there was a lot of fuck yeahs that the entire list could have been from the earlier albums.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had to try to like reel myself in and give the other ones a little bit of a fair shake.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was really tough for me because there's certain ones that like it had a certain feeling that had a like a nostalgic kind of a feel to it for me. And I had to let go of that and say like, but I already have enough from this album. I can't add anymore.
Uh-huh.
So, but yeah, I'm kind of curious to see like where your list goes since you didn't listen to them. You don't have that nostalgic factor.
Mm-hmm. So somebody else, Adam, you have kind of that nostalgia factor too, but did that play into how you built your list?
It was really tough to start with because a bit like you guys, I did have that nostalgia factor like Jennie, and but I really enjoyed the new stuff. So I ended up with a pretty mammoth list and spent a fair bit of time trying to cut it down. It felt like I was trying to jam a whole lot of stuff in a suitcase, and I couldn't quite get it all to fit. And then I realized that I left out one of my favorite songs, which I'll reveal a bit later on. So I had to reopen that suitcase and unpack it a bit again. But I did think about album representation because what I realized is that later Bloc Party, they really give a lot of different looks to the, different sounds that I thought for a new person, it's probably important to represent. So not necessarily my favorite songs all got in. I reckon if I did my favorite list, it would be a little bit different. But I love the playlist that I've made of my 20 songs. I can't stop listening to it actually. So I hope you guys do too.
Well, we're all saying a lot of the same things, which is encouraging. I guess it just kind of ends up being which songs are the ones, because I took a lot of the same approach that Jennie did. Like only, I was able to remove, because obviously I don't have the nostalgia factor. I just kind of listened, and anything that made me go, fuck yeah, that's the one. Like, fuck yeah, that's in. Which ended up in like, I don't know, what did I say? 37, 40, something like that on my first pass. I say, oh, God damn it. Like, damn it. Here we go. And legitimately, like, as I'm making some of these cuts, I'm thinking, fuck, I love this song, but I fucking love this. I love this song, but fuck, I think this one represents the band a little bit better. And there was a lot of decisions like that, and I have everything represented. The most recent record, I think I only pulled one, so spoilers. And I also want to say, not because I didn't like it, but because it's the newest, and I feel like we can get people there. We can get them to like the band and listen to the new record. That's not to say we shouldn't have one, but that's to say that I feel like the hook is the early records. And I also want to say there was like I two records that I just absolutely fucking adored that will probably make their way into, if I ever have time for a rotation, my rotation. But Adam used the word pleasantly surprised or words to describe the newer records, and for the band as a whole, that is what I would describe. Very pleasantly surprised, and again, that's not a dig. That is, I didn't know what to expect because, like I said before, I hated this music when it came out. So the fact that there was music that I was genuinely drawn to and genuinely loved was very, very much pleasantly surprising. But what I'm hearing a lot of the same words, but that does not necessarily translate to the same songs. So based on everything we've said so far, Jennie, for the final say, how many do you think we'll get through unanimously?
So, man, I had a number actually that I picked out yesterday. I was like, it was pretty low. But after this conversation, I feel a little bit more positive. Just a little. I think I'm going to go with 4.
Okay. 4. That's a good choice, I think. All right, Adam.
Oh boy, you threw me a little bit, Justin, because their last album I felt was a real return to form. So I might have a little bit more
Oh,
uh, there than you, but I still think the first two albums, there's a lot of potential hits, maybe a few misses too, though. So I'm a little bit torn. I'll go five. I'll be slightly more optimistic and go five.
yeah. I mean, those. I feel like those are the best bets. 4 and 5. 3 seems entirely too low. 6 seems like a reach. So I guess the question goes: do I go positive or do I go negative here? You know what? I'm going to go ultra positive. I'm going to go ultra positive. I'm not going to just go 1 up. I'm going to go 2 up. I'm going to go 7.
Wow.
I'm going to go 7. You never know.
I've noticed you've been doing that lately, Justin.
Well,
a little bit more.
for several reasons. Number one, I have won the final. It doesn't feel right when I win the final say. I prefer panelists win it. So a little peek behind the curtains, but also I genuinely love the band, and I'm hoping that I just kind of found you guys. So we'll see. Okay, I thought I accidentally hit stop, but I mean, it's about that time anyway, so we're going to take a quick pause before he destroys the entire recording. We're going to take a quick pause, and when we come back, we're going to play the game, Jack. It's the program. Kickstart your road to fitness with the Hard Work Works fitness app. For all ability levels, full gym, no problem. What's included? Over 200 workout plans available for every situation from a full gym to no equipment at all. Nutrition guide to help you stay on track, and all of this is only $10 a month. There's a special offer for deprogram listeners. Use promo code STUPID and get your first month free. The Hard Work Works fitness app. Decide, commit, succeed, and join the hustle today. And with that, the name of the game is Deprogrammed. The three of us have combed through the Bloc Party discography and plucked out 20 songs that we're now going to mash together in an attempt to create a top 10 starter kit for you, in case you have never given Bloc Party a chance. And, you know, it is possible that they slid under the radar for you. So I'm going to go chalky here, because this was a song that turned me off to them, and I hear it now, I'm like, oh, I get it now. I can't believe I didn't like this. What the fuck was wrong with me? Helicopter.
Yes.
Absolutely. That's the one that caught my ear first, actually.
Wow.
My first love.
Yes. Like I said, man, like, hold on. It disconnected from, there we go. Like, when I hear it now, I understand why I didn't like it. Like, because I can put myself in that Justin's head. But like, I hear it now and I'm like, man, I wish I could slap that Justin in the face, because you missed out on some good music. Like, this is the energy, you know? I think you referred to that, Adam. Like, there's an energy about this band. There's an aura. There's something about it, and I feel like maybe this isn't you know the number one is a conversation down the line, but like I could see this being in that conversation. Like, this is the energy that I sought when going through my list. So, all right, Helicopter is in. It's chalk, but it's in. All right, Jenny.
Well, you know how I like to just come out swinging with one of my favorites, just in case.
The pain.
But I mean, there's something about this band, just the feeling of it, that I feel like a lovesick teenager when I listen to it, even though I was like solidly in my 20s, if not my 30s,
Yeah.
when I listened to it.
I might have been in my 40s even, but anyway.
And so one of my favorites is I Still Remember.
That I still remember the feeling of me letting you down.
And me as well, I'm afraid. It was in my first 45, but it didn't get through
I
past
was
there,
prepared for
unfortunately.
that. I'm fine with it. I just love it. It's so like I said, I just feel like a lovesick teenager when I listen to it.
Mm,
You're right though. Like
amazing.
there is something about this band, like because you hear these songs and you don't necessarily think, oh, there's love songs in here, and but there definitely is. All right.
It's very melodramatic, which
Yeah.
calls to me.
Absolutely.
I get it.
Yeah. I actually there is a real theatrical aspect to Block Party, isn't there? That's one of the parts I really love.
Mhm.
So I might actually go to one that I think's a little bit theatrical. And it's the song one, so I know that's always
Uh-oh.
a chance to hit,
Mhm.
but it's the second album, so same album, Weekend in the City, Song for Clay, Disappear Here.
Yes.
Okay. No, but it's got a 2, so it's still alive. No, I was about to say, oh, this reason. There isn't one. There really isn't one.
I love East London is a vampire. It sucks the joy right out of me. I love that line. It's just brilliant.
Mhm.
I'm trying to remember if there was, like, I'm almost positive it made my first pass, and I don't remember why it hit the cutting room floor now. It's just bumming me out. So, I'm gonna move on.
Those
Actually,
final cuts can be tough.
yeah.
Like I
Absolutely.
I can't get angry at anybody on this show anymore because
Yeah.
I've been through it. I'm like a veteran.
You know what? I'll go with the song immediately after, "Hunting for Witches."
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, there we go.
Hey.
All right. This is when I knew I was going to be in trouble. Like this song officially. And not because of, it goes deep. But like, you hear how it's starting, and it, like, technically speaking, it's nothing like what I was after. But then this happens. I was like, uh-oh, this is different than what I thought this band was. And then it's like, oh wait, here's what I loved about Helicopter too.
Yeah.
Oh God. I knew I
The
was
phrase
in
I
trouble.
wrote down for this song was organized chaos.
Yes. Absolutely. And there is it's funny, like all these things that we're pointing out, there is a bit of that to Block Party too. Like definitely in some of the later records as well, like this organized chaos. There's like points where just it feels like everything's falling apart, but it's also stacked together so nicely. It's weird.
That's a nice way of putting it. I think Weekend in the City is the album I purchased on CD. Accidentally, I wanted to buy the album with the other singles on it, and I bought the wrong one.
Oh.
And but like in the CD era, you always persevered with CDs, even if you were disappointed. And I'm so glad I did, because actually, Weekend in the City is probably my favourite now. Even though it's very close between that one and Silent Alarm.
I think because I loved Silent Alarm going through the first time, but there is something to this record that made me go, what the fuck? like
Yeah.
I
Absolutely
love this record. So
I definitely think this is my favorite. Spoiler alert. I had the most 100% through on the first pass from Weekend in the City, but Silent Alarm, spoiler alert, I got almost all of them on my first pass. As like maybes. There was like 3 songs missing or something, and then it was like, okay, let me narrow it down a little bit.
They're almost perfection, that's first 2 albums. But anyway, we'll get on to the Silent Alarm soon, I'm sure.
all right, Jenny.
Well, since I mentioned Silent Alarm and we're talking about how great it is, I'm going to mention a Positive Tension.
Oh. Nope.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And I will say I read some stuff about this one. It's a little bit of a Talking Heads influence, which I can hear.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So he was saying he was listening to a lot of Talking Heads when he wrote this song.
I can't make it unanimous, but it's still alive. I will also say this, like as I've said a million times, I like to listen to like the whole list, or at least as much of it before like the show actually starts. And this song came on, I was like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. I might have messed up.
I saw you listening to that and I was like, does that mean he picked it or that mean that he's, cutting it right now? I was like, I don't care. I'm leaving it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let this sway my opinion.
Well, you guys got 2, so it's not dead yet. All right, Adam?
Okay, it's time to reveal the one I had to reopen my suitcase for. This Modern Love on Silent Alarm.
Oh,
I
dude.
accidentally left it off and I couldn't believe it.
I don't have it. I don't. I'm
I don't
sorry.
either. And I'll say this, like you talk about the suitcase. I almost added it last minute because I'm pretty sure I made my first pass. I don't know. Like
It definitely made mine.
I don't know what that says because like there was a lot in the first pass. But this is one of the few answers we got when I asked, "Hey, what do you think is essential at Bloc Party?" This is one of the few answers. So I was like, "Well, let me go listen to it again." I was like, "Oh, again, maybe I'm wrong." But unfortunately,
It's just beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I think if I had to guess, it was the energy was off, and that's not a good answer, but it is. When I went back to make the cuts, I was like, again, Jenny and I were talking just before you came in. Adam was like, sometimes you just whatever answer you can give yourself to make that sacrifice of a song.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes
I've cut songs just because they're too short or too long.
Yep.
For no other reason.
For sure.
Absolutely, I get it.
I didn't want to lead with this one, but I do think it's a great tone setter. It's a track 1 as well, but it's song 1, album 1, Like Eating Glass.
Yes.
I don't. It made my first pass though.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
2-2-2. That's good. All right, Jenny?
Oh shit, now I can make a choice. Okay, I'm gonna skip around because this album actually kind of took me by surprise. I didn't really care for it the first time through, and it's very hit and miss for me. But I came around. I liked this from the album 4. There was a lot more guitar and a lot more rock. It kind of went back to Silent Alarm vibes a little bit. And I'm gonna go with "We're Not Good People." Oh, that doesn't sound good.
No, from me.
Oh. It had a that particular song had like a System of a Down kind of vibe to it.
It did.
But I don't like System of a Down, which is like a couple of the songs kind of turned me off, and then it came to that one and I was like, okay, this one gets me.
So spoilers, it may not be represented well in my list, but 4, I fucking love 4. And when I talked about songs that I loved hitting the floor, this is one of them because I was like, fuck, I love this, but I don't know that this does what I want to get somebody else into Bloc Party, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I love this energy. I love this song. And if I had to guess, at worst it was song 25, but I'm pretty sure it was like 21 or 22. It was like one of the last ones that I'm just like going back and forth between like this and a couple others, and I was like, well, I love this, but like, is that just me projecting?
See, and one of the reasons I did choose it is because like I was trying to do a little bit more sound representation, not just all their electronic and like all the the melodramatic shit that I usually gravitate towards. I was like, this could actually hook somebody if like they're kind of lukewarm on everything else, and then here's this, like more rock song.
Yeah, it's very close to like Muse Muse system. Like it's right in that same neighborhood. I mean, again, this is the point in the show where I go, hey, by the way, if you're listening, collect a list and give this one a good listen, like at an appropriate volume. All right, Adam.
It's interesting, Jenny, what you said before about the hit or miss nature of Four, but I feel like that with all the albums after a weekend. So I'm going to go to Intimacy, which I love half of it, and half of it I probably really would never listen to again, to be honest. But the stuff I really love. And my favorite single, I think this was a single from that album, is Talons.
Yes.
Talons.
I can't make it unanimous, but I'm glad that you both have it. And for the record, I felt the same way about Intimacy.
Yeah, it's sort of like, don't like that one, like this one. And I've got a few more to talk about, but this song, it's got that really dramatic kind of gothic sound. And Keeley, is it Keeley? Is that how you pronounce the lead singer's name? I think his voice is just extraordinary. It's extraordinary.
Yeah.
His voice throughout all of these albums, and the different ways he projects is incredible. But in this song, it really comes to the fore. It's amazing.
I think this may have been one of the ones that made me think that that Bloc Party sounds like a modern version of The Cure to me. Like it has that like dark gothy, but also dancey and kind of sweet sometimes, but also still dark and gothy at the core,
I couldn't agree more. If actually, Why Can't I Be You, the Cure song, if you listen to this song, it's almost like an updated version of that. Yeah, I think you're onto something there. Yeah.
All right. Where do I go? I'll answer my question with a question. Where is home?
I don't have that one. No, I don't have that one. I'm sorry.
No, I don't have that one.
It was bound to happen. Hold on. Or you could play when I push play. That's fine. After the funeral, breaking covenants, we sit and reminisce about the past. And in her voice, it's almost like I was trying to validate your points about the Cure and coffee sounds and
yeah,
absolutely.
All right. Jenny?
Oh man, I don't even know where to go now. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys, I wasn't really a fan of hymns. I had a few on the first pass, but there was not a whole lot that I felt strongly enough to push it through. And the one that got through is Fortress.
That's funny. The one that gets through is the Fortress. No, I don't have that one.
Yeah, no, I don't have that one either. But I felt the same way about that album.
Yeah, let me go to the top here. Fortress.
I had several that just kind of had maybe question mark.
Yeah. Unfortunately, his voice on that album, it was quite different. I think they were trying a different direction, weren't they?
Yeah.
These sheets of ours shield a body. Again, I think furthering your point from before about it's like not exactly gothy because it's like that high pitch, but it is weird how close that neighborhood it is. And hymns, I think a couple got through from this one, but like again, I felt the same way. I think I used this album as a as a reference point to go, oh, by the way, they can do this too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Adam?
Oh, okay. I'm going to go back to 4 and pick a song that really stood out for me, Octopus.
Yes.
I do not have that one.
All right. I think we might be out of NTP, even though we've only got the 2 unanimous. 1, because not a lot has hit the bin.
No.
Okay, no, not quite yet. 5 in the convo, 2 unanimous. With plenty of gameplay left. There's no sweat here yet. All right, Octopus is in the convo. Back around to me. I'll take either version of this song. There's 2. I like them both equally. So if either of you has either version, I will solidly get behind it, but Flux.
Yes.
I don't have it.
Okay. Do you have a preference, Adam? Which version?
No, I don't have I had the one from A Weekend at the City, but I don't really have a preference, I don't think.
Okay. I think technically I had that one too.
Mm.
All right, so we'll pin that one. All right, Jenny?
Oh shoot, now I have to make a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. How about Oh, you know what? From Alpha Games, the Peace Offering. I have a feeling you guys are not going to have it, but I liked it.
I do not.
No, I don't have it.
Oh boy.
I suspected that you wouldn't have it because it's kind of a slow burn, and a lot of their like ending songs were kind of like that. Like it was like they start out like just grabbing you by the face and saying like, here we are, and then at the end they're kind of like, here's a nice song, here's something quiet and mellow. and this one does like kind of build, but it still starts out a little bit slower.
Man, looking at these song titles, I'm looking at all the ones that like hit the floor. I'm like, oh no, that's gonna come up and fight me, isn't it? All right, Adam.
I'm just counting. When I first did my list of Alpha games, I actually had 10 songs.
Oh.
Wow.
I couldn't decide. I really liked it, but on repeated listens, I did cut quite a few. But I'm going to go to Alpha Games, even though Justin, you said you've only got one, so it's probably a bit risky. But I'm going to go In Situ.
Mm-mm.
Nope, cannot save you, sir.
It's got the line. It's got the term lollygagging in it, which I thought was. I've never seen that in a song. I've never heard that in a song before, so that's why I got through.
That's kind of great. Hey, whatever reasons, get something through. Again, like I just want to reiterate, my having only one from this record does not imply that it's not a good one. It's very on par for Bloc Party. Like it's a very good Bloc Party record. I think I played the game a little too much. Sometimes
It's a lot better than him. It's a lot better than Hymns, in my opinion.
I agree.
As an album,
I actually agree. Even though I have more songs from Hymns, I actually wholeheartedly agree. All right. We already did that one. How about So He Begins to Lie.
Nope.
no.
Off on his own because he was wrong. So he begins to lie. He being me. And lying about what's on my list. I should do that more often, I think.
No.
Let's find it. Why is this happening? Why is this taking so long? So he. There we go. That's why I'm on the wrong one.
Have you got that already?
Here.
All right.
I think what happened here is I got trapped in energy, and I know it takes a second, but plus I loved 4.
See, this is one of the ones I marked against it because it sounded too much like System of a Down.
Yeah, I didn't like this one much.
Well,
sorry, Justin.
I was just way wrong. Okay. All right, Jenny.
Look, it's not wrong. It's just your opinion, man. So let me take a sidebar real quick and say how much I love their album covers, even from the albums that I didn't like as much. Their album covers are just beautiful, abstract works of modern art.
Absolutely.
I mean, like everything, you can tell what it is, but when you look at it from a distance, it's just shapes and lights and colors, and it's beautiful. And Intimacy is probably the most like recognizable of what it is, and it has this aura of like it's slutty and it's dirty, but it's also like kind of romantic, you know.
Totally.
And I love that dichotomy with this band. They do that kind of thing a lot, and this song from Intimacy really stood out to me with that kind of vibe. Ion Square.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And it's reminded me of Morrissey and the Smiths a little bit too. It's an amazing song.
I didn't get that. I haven't really listened to the Smiths a whole lot, so
Okay.
I didn't get that vibe. But yeah, like it's very like romantic sounding. Like he's, I'll carry your heart with me, and then he's like, but I love my mind when I'm fucking you, and he's just talking about fucking this girl, or whatever, and I'm like, it's great. It's it's sweet, but also
it's quite intense, actually, isn't it? It gets quite intense towards the end. That song, it's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Adam.
Okay. Where do I go? Maybe I might go. I don't think we've done. I hope we haven't done this one, but song 1, album 1, Like Eating Glass.
Yeah, we did that one.
Oh, we've done that one.
Yeah.
Sorry, we had done that one. Okay. Banquet.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey.
Excellent.
And Banquet is the reason, essentially, that Positive Tension didn't make it, because otherwise I would have had the first 4.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a dumb reason, but it's a reason. I believe this.
That's also why I left off Like Eating Glass, because I had all the other ones.
Yeah. And for the record, we are officially out of NTP, so anything else from here is gravy. I believe this was a single as well, or at least I seem to recall hearing it. And
it was. Yep.
So this and Helicopter are perfect reasons why I love doing this show, because again, like, these were songs I'm like, no, get this shit out of here, I hate it. And then like I hear it now and I'm like, but why? why? I mean, I like Helicopter more than Banquet, but like I'm listening to this and I'm like, what the fuck was wrong with me? It's just dumb. Like turning off good music just because whatever the fuck reason. I'm sorry I'm cursing so much, but I'm angry.
I feel like we've all been there.
I'm angry with younger men.
Yeah. Those 2 songs were just saturation here in Australia, actually. They were played a lot. So, and that was, there's so much energy in that song. But I kind of get what you mean, Justin. I don't know if I loved it when I first heard it either. I think it grew on me a little bit, but it's pretty clean production, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Which maybe didn't appeal to me. I'm a bit more of a 90s kind of guy initially, so it didn't probably fully wash with me either. But after a while, it gets in your head.
It hit me at the right time in my life, apparently, because I love it now. So, All right, Jenny?
Sorry, the sound of freedom is going over her head, so
Yep.
I had to mute for a second. All right, I'm going to go with The Prayer from Weekend in the City.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Nope.
Nice. That was one I think that I missed on my first pass somehow, and I came back through on the second pass, and I was like, God, why is this album so good? Just needs to stop.
I love tonight I will dazzle them with my wit. I mean,
Yes.
it's a great line, isn't it?
Yes, it's so like just arrogant and but not arrogant, I guess confident,
Yeah.
just very cocky, and I just love it.
Mm.
All right, Adam?
Okay, this time I'll pick a song that we haven't done before. That'll be good. So I'm going to go back to Intimacy because the songs on there that I love, I really love, and this one is Better Than Heaven.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
nope.
Made my first pass.
I mean, it absolutely made my first pass, and I know we did like 21, but this is somewhere in that range, 21 to 25. One of the absolute last cuts. I don't have a reason. I just didn't have room.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny you keep saying. Again, I think I feel the same way about Intimacy. Is like the songs that hit me, like really hit me. As a matter of fact, you know what? Since it's my turn, I'm going to stay on that record because I keep looking at these and then not playing them. How about Trojan Horse?
Oh fuck, man.
No, I don't have it, but I like it. I don't have it.
It's kind of grimy. To Jenny's point before.
That was definitely one of my last cuts. I wrote down that it was the third pass. Like that was, like an hour ago. I cut that one.
Oh no.
And he definitely sounds like Robert Smith on this song.
Yeah.
All right, Jenny?
Crap. You know what? Why don't we just go ahead and round it out on Intimacy? I'll pick Aries.
No.
Doesn't sound good.
Well, this is the second time I've had to bring it up, but this is a song that I was like, fuck, the first time I heard it. This was a fuck yeah. Like, there's no way this is not making my list.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow I found a way to cut it off. But like, it hurt. This one physically hurt because this is arguably my favorite song by them. Like,
what?
I fucking love this
and you
song.
cut it?
Yeah, well, yeah. Like, so the thing I've had to learn to do over the years, Jenny, is try to figure out, the separation between me personally and what represents the band. And this absolutely represents the band. I'm not saying that, but like, I got it down to like a point where it's like, yeah, I think maybe I can do this without this. And I guess, part of it was thinking, oh, you know what? Maybe if I drop it, maybe the other two will have it and it'll get in a combo.
Play the game too hard.
Yeah, I did that a lot with this band.
So. You overthought it, I think.
Yeah. Because I should have just went with my gut. Because, like I said, the first time I heard it, I was like, even again, I was listening beforehand, and this came on. I was like, I have this, right? Oh shit! And I didn't. So that's how Justin doesn't fuck around. Like I don't cheat. I could have. I love that song. I could have. I didn't. All right, Adam.
Okay, I'm going to go to hymns because I haven't gone there yet. So. And like Jenny, I had a few songs and they all most of them didn't make the cut in the final 20, but this one did, Virtue.
I don't have it.
I don't either.
I only had the one, but it did make my first pass. So.
I don't have it either. I can't remember where this one hit the floor. this album as a whole, I know we've said it several times, and I hate to keep hammering the point home, but it did not hit me.
But like listening to this right now, it sounds great. Like I don't know why I cut it.
Well,
it could have been something really stupid. Like I was just like, I don't know. I just
heard it at the wrong
not
time.
in the mood for it. Yeah.
You know what though? Keely's voice on this album, he's trying some weird things that don't fully work, and they don't fully work. I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
I think ultimately, and like I said, I think I have like 2 or 3 from this record. So again, I'm not trying to disparage, but like, I think the album worked against itself. Like, I think I found I was able to cut stuff easily from it because I didn't feel the vibe of the whole album.
Yeah.
So like a lot of stuff was just like, okay, yeah, I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need it. Because I don't think I like I said, I think I have 2 from this record. Yeah, two from this record. And I don't think I had but maybe 4 on the first pass. So, you know, the other songs that got cut, I was just like, yeah, okay. So basically, I think I probably only heard this the first time and it didn't click because I was already checked out on the record. Silly reasons, but sometimes there's reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know what? That's from 4. You know what? I'll stay on the record. How about The Good News?
Oh.
Yeah. No. I
had a feeling.
I got bad news for you.
I shouldn't have stayed on hymns because we've all kind of made it known.
I feel bad because it's not a terrible record. It's
It's not.
It's not. It's not.
There's just so much good stuff elsewhere that why plug up your list with stuff from hymns?
It was on my first cut. It actually was on my first cut.
Mm-hmm. Same.
All right, Jenny.
All right. Just for the bit, I had to add kettling.
The fuck is a kettle?
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I looked at that song a lot more than I probably should have because of the bit.
But I mean, I did really like it. It had a lot more of a rock vibe. It had like a strong guitar. And I really loved it. But you know, I had to be the one to say it.
Yes. Can you savor, Adam?
Oh, I can't. I'm afraid. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry, Jenny.
Okay.
God, I love 4.
I thought this would be a Justin track.
Dude. Again, this is with 4 specifically. I had to separate myself from 4 because 4 is a Justin record. Like, the sound of 4 is like grimy, but like not in the way Intimacy is. Like, Intimacy is more sleazy. This is like grimy, dirty, fuzzy, which is me all over. So I had to try to separate myself from that. All right, Adam.
Okay, I'm going to go back to Silent Alarm. I've got She's Hearing Voices.
Yes.
No, sorry.
We officially have a convo, and I'm thinking at this point, maybe we do like a couple more rounds. I think I'm down to like my last 9 or so. So if we do,
I'm down to like 6.
Hold on, let me count to be sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I got 9. So maybe we do this next round and 1 round after that, and then dump out.
Sure.
Sure.
Let me go to the middle of my list here. How about Selfish Son?
Mm-mm.
No.
Justin did not play well on this episode.
But you know what? If anybody's gathering all of the songs here, they're gonna get like a really good selection to listen to.
Absolutely.
They're gonna run
the entire
gamut.
discography.
Yeah, they're gonna run the gamut. All right, let me find it here. There we go. You can tell I did a lot of overthinking too. Sometimes I like a reminder. It hurts.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Jenny.
This is what you did.
Yes.
Let's see. We're doing 2 more rounds, or this one plus one more.
This one plus one more. Yeah.
Then I'm gonna go with On and Weekend in a City.
No.
Nope.
Love that one.
I hate when I don't have an answer for why. No, I don't have one. I don't have an answer. Listening to
it is a slow burn.
I would guess that would be the only reason. I can't think of any other reason that it would have hit the floor. All right, Adam.
It hit the floor for me because I can't take everything from that album, but it's great,
That's fair.
All right, your turn.
Yeah, so I've only got the 3 left because we had a lot of hits, but on mine. But I've got Traps from Alpha Games.
I have that.
Me too.
What?
Oh, great!
Of all the ones for us to hit on the record, that we were all like, yeah.
And you know what? I almost took it off because the lyrics are kind of terrible in some ways.
That's exactly what I almost deleted it. I was like, it's too solid, but the lyrics are dumb as fuck.
Lickety split. I mean, seriously.
Yes.
Ultimately,
absolutely.
I kept it for the energy.
Amazing energy, banging song, really great song in a lot of ways, but just the lyrics.
And just like that, we hit Jenny's 4.
I can't believe it. I didn't think I was going to get it.
And you said you only have 2 left, Adam?
I only have two left. Yeah.
So I've got 4.
So we'll just do the one last round, and then, see if we can find you on one of those. How about Halo?
Goodbye. Sorry. No.
I don't know why you say Halo. I say goodbye.
No. Yeah.
All right. Find it on this list. Hey, the Devil's one. No, not that song. You would think. There we go. See, I picked. If you want energy, get everything that I picked.
Yeah, it's a good song.
All right, Jenny.
Man. Well, okay. How about If We Get Caught from Alpha Games?
Nope.
That's
fine. Yes, I do. Sorry, I do have that. Yeah, sorry. My list is a bit of a mess. So.
All right, so that's got 2, and that means Adam's only got 1 left. Let's hear it.
No, I've actually got 2.
I
realised I've got another one. I'm going to go back to Intimacy. Your visits are getting shorter.
No, that was very late cut.
Yeah. Yep. Same. I don't have a reason other than I just did not have room. All right, so I'll start at the top and just dump out from here. Luno.
No.
Letter to My Son?
Mm-mm.
No.
Team A?
Mm-mm.
No.
This one's definitely me trying to like hit a different sound. Only He Can Heal Me?
Nope.
No.
And
It wasn't my first cut, but no.
last but not least, Ratchet.
I have that one.
I don't have it, but I love it. But I ended up, I couldn't quite get it in. But yeah.
All right, so let me Ratchet. All right, Jenny?
I'd actually meant for that to be my last pick, and I forgot that I had it there. So it was a nice surprise. I have The Price of Gasoline and Real Talk.
Wait a second. Oh shit!
No, I don't have either of
I have
those.
Real Talk as well. Apparently, I don't know how to read. Because you said it, and I was like, wait, don't I have that? Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I'm dumb. All right, so that's got a 2. All right, and just for funsies, what's your last one, Adam?
My last one is off of 4, and it's Valis.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah. All right, so Jenny's 4 it is. We've got 4 through unanimous: Helicopter, Banquet, Hunting for Witches, and Traps, surprisingly. And then we've got 12 that we need to chop down to 7, and then Jenny's final say. So let us go back to this first page here. All right, so what do we have for 2s here? Like Eating Glass, Positive Tension, She's Hearing Voices, Song for Clay, The Prayer, Flux, Talons, Ion Square, Octopus, Real Talk, If We Get Caught, and Ratchet. Is there one that you're hearing there, Jenny, that you're like, man, I can't believe we didn't get that one?
I'm leaning towards Positive Tension.
All right.
But we already have 2 from. I don't care. I was going to say we already have 2 from Silent Alarm. I don't care.
Nah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's nice to try. And maybe at some point it does come back into the conversation as far as album representation, but Silent Alarm is great. So you guys had Positive Tension. I did not. Let's go ahead and make that a 3 and pop it through.
Yep. Sounds good.
All right. Same question to you, Adam. Is there one that you're like, man, I can't believe?
Well, thinking a little bit about album representation as well. Talons. I think Talons
All right.
should go through.
I'm with it. It's another one that I was the odd man out. All right. So let's do a little bit of hurt here. Let's go the opposite way. Is there one that you're looking at, Jenny, that's like, cool, I like that song a lot, but I don't think there's room for it anymore?
I'm not seeing anything that jumps out that we shouldn't have it. I am seeing that Alpha Games only has the one song, and I kind of feel like that we should have representation for that. Oh wait, we do have one.
Yeah,
we have Traps. Never mind.
Yeah.
So
I guess that leads to the question of it. Since we have the one unanimous, does that mean we drop the other one, or is it still in play?
That's If We Get Caught, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Honestly, I don't have a strong feeling about that song. I don't want to get rid of it yet, but
Okay.
I don't necessarily want to push it through either. So,
all right,
table that one.
All right. So if there's nothing like strongly calling out to you, let me ask you, Adam, is there one that you're kind of looking at? You're like, you know what, cool, good game, but go home.
It's tough because I would probably say Real Talk. I don't really care for too much, but we have nothing from that album, do we?
The other things alive from 4 are Octopus and Ratchet.
Yeah, so Real Talk for me would go.
Any objection to that, Jenny?
Nah.
All right, so let's drop Real Talk. Real Talk. Let's drop it. God, that's dumb. God, that is really, really dumb. Okay, so we've got 3 through from Silent Alarm. At this point, is album representation in the conversation, and do we have enough from Silent Alarm?
That's tough. That's a tough call because the only ones that are still up there I didn't choose, so I feel like it's hard for me to say no to them. Why don't we take a look at the other albums first and see
Okay.
what we can get in?
So
That's a good idea.
So we already got. So let's work on 4 then. So we've got Octopus or Ratchet, or both.
Well, we've also got Flux, which is kind of on both, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, technically.
That's true.
Yes.
I do seem to remember liking the one from Weekend in the City better. I feel like the auto tune
yeah, that's
didn't
true.
stand
That's
out
true.
as much.
Yeah.
That just
Okay.
that definitely turned me off from that song a little bit. Oh, man.
So
This is
so what
tough.
have we got? Sorry, Justin. Octopus or
Octopus or Ratchet, or both. Because we got enough room for both, I think. Yeah, we have 6.
I mean, Ratchet is kind of like nothing else. I love the gamma ray sound effect in Octopus, though. I've got a bit of a soft spot for that, but I don't know. It's really tough for me to say. I like them both. Does that help?
Well, again, like we have room for both. Like, what don't we have representation for? So we've got
Yeah, we
Silent
don't have
Alarm.
4.
We got Weekend. We've got Alpha Games. We've got Intimacy. So 4 is the only one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm good with both of them.
Yeah, we could take both. All
Okay.
right, let's do that then. Let's make it a little easier on
Because they're
ourselves.
very different songs as well, aren't they? They're quite different songs in themselves. So that's a good, I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that brings us to 8. All right.
Oh my god.
As much as we loved Weekend, we've only got the 1, so I feel like we definitely
need more.
We definitely need one more
Yeah,
at least, right?
Yeah.
So we've got Song for Clay, The Prayer, and then Flux.
I'm leaning Song for Clay.
Okay.
Mayhap.
I'm okay with that.
It's one of my favorite songs of theirs, so
Oh, all right.
won't get an argument from me. Yeah.
So does that brings us to our 9, which means this last one is fully your decision, Jen.
Oh shit! I should have saved it for that one. Okay, so we don't have.
Well, again,
we have.
I want to reiterate.
Can I say? No.
I just want to reiterate. You can pick any song you want. I prefer it be a song that's alive, but you do not have to do that.
Can I say something before you put past your judgment? Just
Absolutely.
an observation. And it's an observation that we tend to have the mainly upbeat songs here. I don't think we've got any of their slower tunes at all represented.
Okay. Okay.
But you don't have to go that way. It's just an observation. Sorry.
Okay, I'm leaning towards Ion Square.
All right.
Because I fucking love that song and I love how sleazy it is, and that'll give us another one from Intimacy.
Boom. Just like that.
Yeah. Nice choice.
And then so that gives us 10. We've got Helicopter, Banquet, Hunting for Witches, Traps, Positive Tension, Talons, Octopus, Ratchet, Song for Clay, and Ion Square. And then that brings me to my next question, Jenny. Of
That's
those,
a hard one.
Yes, of those 10, which one's the one?
I'm actually leaning towards Song for Clay.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
I'm open to suggestions.
Okay. What do you think, Adam?
I was hoping to say that. I thought you'd choose something else, so that was going to be my clever lie. So,
Sorry, I'm just trying to give it a
I
listen.
screwed up. I mean, okay, I might throw another one in there to think about. The obvious choices would be Helicopter and Banquet, but I feel like they don't need to be the lead songs because people may already know them, and we kind of want to give someone something that they might not have heard. So I might go the song after that, Hunting for Witches.
That's actually the other one I was looking at.
Yeah, one of those two.
I think that's the way to go. Now, I think
and Ratchet is a Smoky. There you go.
I think that as a track one goes, this is great, which is what this would be. This would be track one. Oh, God damn it.
It's so good.
And then it starts. Now, but the thing is, yeah, I don't know. I think they're even.
Yeah.
Hunting for Witches, the only thing that I will give it is it was unanimous. Like, all three of us all chose it on our list. So to me, that gives it a little weight. But I think they both kind of, they're not necessarily slow burners, but they do take a second to go.
Yeah. Now let me ask you a question, because I know when you first started picking the number one with a bullet, it was kind of like, hey, if you don't listen to the entire list, listen to this one song, and that's the one. Mm-hmm. But I know it's also, the aspect of which one do you put first on the list to try to hook somebody.
Yeah.
So I think that these two songs have different effects. I think Song for Clay is a better track one on the playlist. Mm-hmm. But Hunting for Witches may be a better one to say, this is what they sound like.
Yeah.
This is Bloc Party in a, one song.
Yeah. And, not to put the horse before the cart, but you also have to think which one stands a better chance in the best of 2023 episode, because it will represent the band there. I think this one cuts to the core a little bit faster, and not by much faster, but just a little bit. To your point, I think this does, in one song, do what you want the number one song to do. So I'm literally just saying exactly what you just said. So,
with more words, just a lot more words.
Yes, a lot more words. So are we with it? Hunting for Witches?
I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I'm cool with it too.
All right, so that's our number one. Hunting for Witches is our number one. Helicopter, Banquet, Traps, Positive Tension, Talons, Octopus, Ratchet, Song for Clay, and Ion Square rounds out our 10. Let me hit rewind, and let's let Hunting for Witches get its moment in the sun. I say again, this could have been the turnoff point, but it definitely grabbed my attention. It's like, what the fuck are they doing here? Bloc Party for you. We have done it. We sold you on Bloc Party. Ain't we great? Yes, we are. So check it out. Bloc Party. Check out our list. Hey, man, if you like this program and you like it enough that, hey, man, you want to pledge a little bit, patreon.com/oh hi Justin's a great place to do so. $1 a month gets you in the door. It gets you deprogrammed before the rest of the world as long as I can stay ahead of the recording schedule, which I am currently. And it gets you the after the fact conversation that will happen in T-minus, I don't know, 1.5 minutes. It gets you access to that. It also gets you other audio access to Oh Hi Justin podcast that I do semi-regularly, but at least once a month. And then it gets you access to different places in the Discord. So come check that out. We do the show on Discord. So I don't know, Discord might be a place you want to go. Just saying. Yeah. It's a fun time. We count there, and counting is fun. So you should come count.
And we play Jackbox every Tuesday night.
That's right. That happens too. And again, there's live podcasts that happen there, and there's wormholes everywhere. There's a lot of stuff going on in our Discord. Come play. You can also get to that if pledging isn't your bag. Go to legionstupid.com. Up on the upper left corner, it says join our Discord. It's that simple. Click that. Come join the Discord. Come play with us. It's fun. If you want to play Deprogrammed, I understand. Click podcasts and go down to Deprogrammed, and it'll take you to the Deprogrammed page. You scroll down about half of the way, and there's a sign-up sheet. Boom. Just like that. You're in. Come play. It'll be fun. You can also listen to episodes there. You want to hear Adam episodes, you can click his name. It'll take you to his episodes. You want to hear Jennie episodes, you click her name. It'll take you to Jennie episodes. You want to hear my episodes, that's all of them, Jack. I don't care how old that is, and I don't care how old it is that I'm saying that it's old. I will say it every time. Gosh darn it. What else? We're a podcast. Subscribe, rate, comment. All that stuff is cool and helpful, and I appreciate that. But the best way you can help this show is by telling somebody that you listen to Deprogrammed. I would love it if you did that, and I would appreciate it more than words could ever say. But with that, Bloc Party. Learn them and love them, people. We'll see you next week. Bye.